Today we are discussing exponential functions. So before starting this one, we must know what is exponential functions. Yes. So look here, the exponential function with positive base b greater than 1 is the function, so that is of the form y equal to fx equal to b raised to x. So observe here, b is greater than 1. So that is here. So if you consider y equal to fx, where fx is equal to b raised to x. So function of the form greater than 1, greater than b, value of b is greater than 1. So that is, so here 2 raised to x, 3 raised to x. So you know the e raised to x is also exponential. Here value of p is taken as so greater than 1. Even e is also greater than 1. Value of e is also greater than 1. Yes, 10 raised to x. So like these functions, all these are known as the exponential functions. Yes. So now let us know the features of the exponential functions. So observe here. So domain of the exponential function is R, that is the set of all real numbers. Domain means, as you know in the first year class, domain is the input value. So that is for the function y equal to fx, that is b raised to x. Input value is we are substituting or we are putting the different values for x. So here x belongs to R, that is set of real numbers. So here the given function is b raised to x. So therefore b raised to x, here we have to substitute value for x, that is equal to r. Therefore b raised to x, this implies b raised to r, that is input value is here set of real number. And next one is, so after understanding the domain, we must know the range, that is answer part of answer part. B is greater than 1 and so domain is R. Therefore the range of the exponential function is the set of all positive real numbers. So the range, that is answer after putting the value of x in fx, the answer is always, so that is positive real number. So as we know this here, b b raised to x, b is greater than 1 means, so it may be 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it may be, 2.5, whatever it may be. So 2 raised to x, so 2 raised to minus 1, so minus 1 is real number. So this also equal to 2 raised to minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. Therefore it is positive. So even for negative value of r, so the exponential functions, so for b greater than 1, it is always a positive value, positive real number. So it is also a real number. So remember that domain of the exponential function is r and the range of the exponential function is set of positive real number. So only you will get a positive real number. So any value, for any value of this one, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to minus 4, so it is nothing but 1 upon 16. So it is also a positive number. So therefore range is always a positive real number. Yes. So next one is the point 0 comma 1 is always on the graph of the exponential function. So I'll explain the next point here. So similarly exponential function is ever increasing. Yes. So therefore, so observe the graph here. So if you draw the graph of exponential function, the nature of the graph is like this. It is always as you move from left to right, as you move from left to right. So from this to, so from left to right means if you go from, so this side, so value of x is increasing, so that is value of y is increasing. For every value of x, the value of the function is increasing. Observe here, So it is increasing at every stage. The function is increasing here as you move from left to right. So left to right move, so it is always increasing. And when so the value, the point 0 comma 1 is always lie on the graph, that is this point is always in the graph. So this is the nature of the graph. So it is simply, you have to remember that. So exponential function is ever increasing function, that is when you move from left to right, the function of y increases, and the domain is real number, and the range is always a positive real number. So this much factors you must remember regarding the exponential function. Yes. So now, so that is the point 0 comma 1 is always on the graph of the exponential function. So observe here, b raised to 0 equal to 1. So that is input value is 0, b raised to 0, that means anything raised to 0 is value is equal to 1. Anything raised to 0 is equal to 1. So it is a elementary thing. So in primary classes, in primary standards, you know this one. So b raised to 0 is equal to 1. Yes. Exponential function is ever increasing, as I told. So when you move from left to right, so it is always increasing function. So this much, these 4 points you must remember. So these factors will, so once again you will come to approach these factors in the next topics also. Just remember these things. So observe here. So again, once again, we are coming to differentiation of the exponential function. Yes, simple things are there. So exponential functions. So this entire topic carries one more questions, but till then it is a part of differentiation and different type of functions. So you must know the, so exponential functions also. So observe here. So in the first year class, so you proved that derivative of e raised to x is equal to e raised to x, and the derivative of log x is, as I told already, you have solved some problems concerned to this. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. So using these formula, so using these derivative formula, so we are going to differentiate the given function here. So e raised to minus x. So write y equal to e raised to minus x. Observe here. So you know the derivative of e raised to x is equal to e raised to x. So then, so other than x means think that it is a e raised to fx. So suppose y equal to e raised to fx, so that is composite functions. So here other than x is there, therefore treat it as a composite function. Y equal to e raised to x, so therefore dy by dx of e raised to fx is, so that is, first we come across exponential function e raised to fx. Now d by dx of fx. So you directly place this value, differentiate or keep as it is in this case, and differentiate by fx once again, because it is a composite function type. Yes. So observe here. Now differentiate with respect to x. dy dx of y, that is dy by dx. dy dx of e raised to minus x, that is e raised to fx. This equal to, that is dy by dx. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, that is e raised to fx, e raised to minus x. Now dy dx of, derivate this minus x once again, that is minus x. Therefore, so this equal to minus x, derivative of minus x is minus 1. This equal to minus e raised to minus x is the answer. E raised to minus x is equal to e raised to minus x into minus 1. So this much is sufficient. Yes. Now go to next problem. So y equal to sine log x. Sine log x. So observe here, it is also a composite function. So directly you can differentiate here. Differentiate with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of sine log x. This equal to. So first differentiate sine fx it is. Sine fx. Derivative of sine, then derivative of fx. Yes. Derivative of sine is cos. Cos fx, cos of log x. Then dy dx of log x. This equal to cos log x, derivative of log x is 1 by x. So cos log x by x is the answer. So simple things are there. So all these problems carries 1 mark, not more than that. E raised to cos x. Y equal to e raised to cos x of this form, e raised to fx. So therefore dy dx of e raised to x equal to e raised to fx equal to e raised to fx dy dx of fx. So again same formula. Differentiate with respect to x. Dy upon dx equal to dy dx of e raised to cos x. Differentiate this side. E raised to fx, that is e raised to cos x, then dy dx of cos x. This equal to e raised to cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So therefore minus sin x e raised to cos x is the answer. So now go to the next problem. Cos inverse of e raised to x. So observe here. So first write y equal to cos inverse e raised to x. That is cos inverse of fx. So just before solving this problem, I will give some illustrations here. We know that d by dx of sine inverse x. Sine inverse x, that is 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, dy dx of sine inverse x square. So in place of x square, it is in place of x, it is x square. Therefore, this equal to 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. So observe here, in the place of x square, it is x square and this whole bracket square. Then again differentiate dy dx of x square. So that is dy dx of sine inverse fx. This equal to 1 upon root of 1 minus 1 minus fx square into dy dx of fx. So whatever may be the value here, so that keep here and take the square of that, and after writing this once again differentiate, because that is a composite. X square is within sine inverse. So therefore similarly cos inverse fx is equal to derivative of this one is, so d by dx of cos inverse fx, this equal to, so instead of problem it is better to remember this thing. So minus 1 upon root of 1 minus fx bracket square, this into dy dx of fx. So simple thing is there. So now come to this problem, that is differentiate with respect to x, dy upon dx equal to dy dx of cos inverse of e raised to x, that is cos inverse fx. So therefore cos inverse fx derivative, first differentiate cos inverse 1 minus 1 upon root of 1 minus fx, fx equal to e raised to x square, fx square into dy dx of e raised to x. So this equal to derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. This minus 1 upon root of 1 minus e raised to x square. So while writing this one, a raised to x bracket square is, that is a raised to x into a raised to x, that is a raised to 2x. So remember these things, simple things, but you have to take care of this. Therefore e raised to x bracket square is e raised to 2x. Remember this one. And derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. So while writing the exponential, so e raised to 2x or e raised to x bracket square equal to 2, e raised to x bracket raised to minus sign. So while writing the exponents, so you must take care. So though the things is very silly, but don't treat it as a silly in case of mathematics. Yes. Yes. Exercise 5.4. So entire 5.4 exercise carry 1 or 2 marks, not more than that. So instead of thinking about marks, you have to understand the concept of exponential function. So that much is sufficient for this one. Yes. So first write y equal to e raised to x divided by sin x. Observe here fx upon gx. Fx upon gx quotient rule must be applied here. First, differentiate with respect to x dy by dx. This equal to, so that is sin x dy dx of e raised to x minus e raised to x dy dx of sin x. This whole divided by sin x bracket square, gx dy dx of fx minus fx dy dx of gx divided by gx bracket square. So in the previous problem you did all these things. This equal to sin x into derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x minus e raised to x, derivative of sin is cos x, this divided by sin x bracket square is sin square x, or a little bit simplification, take e raised to x common, sin x minus cos x, this divided by sin square x. So this much is sufficient. So now go to next. Observe here. Y equal to e raised to sin inverse x, e raised to fx, dy dx of e raised to fx is e raised to fx dy dx of fx. So same concept, differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx equal to dy dx of e raised to sine inverse x, this equal to e raised to fx is e raised to fx, that is e raised to sine inverse x. Next, dy dx of, after differentiating exponential, so differentiate sine inverse fx, sine inverse x, this equal to e raised to sine inverse x into derivative of sine inverse is 1 upon root of 1 minus x square, or so we know the value of e raised to sine inverse. So here, so that is equal to y. So therefore, instead of writing e raised to sine inverse, we can replace e raised to sine inverse by y into 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. But till then, so this much is sufficient. And if you want to continue up to this point, you can solve y into 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. One, y equal to e raised to x cube. So in the previous case, e raised to fx. Here fx is equal to x cube. E raised to x cube. Differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx equal to dy dx of e raised to x cube, that is e raised to fx, e raised to x cube, this into dy dx of x cube, e raised to x cube, derivative of x cube is 3x square, or you may write y into x square, this into 3y x square, or 3x square y, or 3x square y is the answer. Thank you.